Well, hello, and thank you very much for being with us in this edition of Tu Comunidad. In this edition of Tu Comunidad, we have a very special guest. She's Miss Sharika Floyd, and she works for the Community Development Department and here for the city of Winston-Salem, and she's in charge of two very, very important programs that we're going to be talking about in a little bit. Thank you very much, Ms. Floyd, for joining us.
Thank you for having me, Adolfo.
Thank you. Now, very briefly, Ms. Floyd, tell the public what is your position and what do you do at the Community Development Department?
So I'm the COC program manager for the Community Development Department. So I do a little bit of different things. I assist with applying for federal funding for our homeless services programs, our rental assistance programs, and I assist with the reporting and setup of the programs that we have here.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Well, thank you, Ms. Floyd. So let's delve into the subject. Recently, I believe there's money available for renters that are behind on their rent and also for homeowners who are behind on their mortgage, correct?
Yes.
Wonderful. Let's talk a little bit about the first program, which is for renters that are behind on the rent. What is the name of the program, Ms. Floyd?
So the Emergency Rental Assistance Program, also known as ERAP, is a program that assists individuals and households who are behind on their rent due to COVID-19. So they have to have a income of 80% or less. They have to have been impacted by COVID-19, so a loss of hours, a loss of a job. They have to have probably incurred significant costs due to COVID-19. They have to be currently behind. And we have a prioritization for households who have been unemployed for 90 days or more due to COVID-19, and for households who are under the 50% AMI, and for households who are currently or have been receiving unemployment.
I see. Thank you very much, Ms. Floyd. Now, for those who are not familiar with these parameters, what is 80%? Did you say medium income?
The average, yes, the AMI.
AMI. Okay. What is about how much money we're talking about?
For 80%, I would have to actually look that up, Adolfo.
I see. Is it about 40,000 a year, 30,000 a year?
It will probably be.
And this is for just the applicant or for the house? Or for
this is for the entire household. The AMI covers everyone in the household. So it goes by the household size. So the AMI goes 30%, 50%, 80%. So it goes by the household size. So everyone in the household will need to be included in the.
I got it. So that's very, very important. It's not only the one that's applying, but also the person, everybody, including in the home, correct? Okay. Now, the other question I would have regarding that is, how can you apply?
So for ERAP, the application is online. You'll go to the website and you're able to set up an account and apply online. That is the quickest way to apply. You're also able to call into the call center and get assistance with completing the application over the phone. You can also go into DSS, and the Department of Social Service staff will be able to assist you with applying there.
I see. So it's important to make a quick summary that you are behind on your rent,
yes.
Correct? It also is important that you have been impacted by COVID-19, correct?
Yes.
That you have some type of, you can receive assistance, or you probably lost your job, or your hours were reduced because of COVID-19. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, I got it. Okay, now, how fast can you receive the money? And is there a limit of money that you can receive?
So there is no certain limit that we are putting for the amount that you can receive, because it does vary by household need. Also, right now, the turnaround time, once an applicant has all of the documents submitted, is about 5 to 10 business days.
Fine. Okay, that's awesome. Now, my other question will be, if you are impacted by COVID-19, for instance, but you have already been evicted and you're just trying to get a house, a new place to rent from, can you receive money from this program?
So no, this program is only to assist those with arrears. So this program is focused on arrears with utilities and rent.
I see. So what the hypothetical case that I mentioned will not apply,
No,
correct? You have to be in arrears and living in that place.
yes.
I got it. I got it. Now, can the landlord apply?
So the landlord is able to start the application online. However, the tenant will also still have to complete an application just to certify that they meet the income requirements and the COVID-19 impact.
I see. I see. So the landlord could be involved, but it is the person that lives there that eventually will have to
Yes, so
get the picture.
the landlord is required to complete an application, and they can start the application on behalf of the tenant, but the tenant will still need to be involved to make sure that they meet the basic eligibility for funding.
I got it. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Lloyd.
No
So let's talk about the other program, which is the one for homeowners, right? That fall behind on their not on the rent, on the mortgage. So what is the name of that program, Ms. Lloyd?
So RUMA is a rent utility mortgage assistance program. So that program provides rental assistance and mortgage assistance and utility assistance to individuals and households in the city of Winston-Salem. So ERAP is for city and county residents, and RUMA is only for those in the city of Winston-Salem.
Only for city residents. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And can we go through the same set of questions? Meaning, what are the basic requirements that you will need to, to be under to be able to apply?
So for RUMA, you have to have rental arrears as well. You have to have been in the unit for a minimum of 3 months. You also have to have been impacted by COVID-19. So once again, a furlough, loss of hours, or significant costs related to COVID-19. You also have to be once again under that 80% AMI income.
I got it. Now, what is the limit that you can get from?
So there's no limit. Once again, it varies household by household and case by case. So
really?
It is an arrears program. You do have to be in arrears currently in order for you to be eligible.
Okay, so you could be 2 years behind?
Well, no,
Mortgage?
since this is a COVID-19 program, nothing can be paid prior to March 2020, which is when the COVID-19 and stay-at-home order started.
Okay, so you could be probably a year in correct?
Yes, this program only does a minimum of 6 months, but once again, it varies case by case of how much assistance.
Okay. Okay. Well, thank you. Well, you heard it, folks. Now, and how do you apply for it? Where you go? Is it online or?
Yes. So you're able to apply online for the RUMA program as well. The link is on the city's website. You're also able to call the social service agencies. Financial Pathways is on our mortgage assistance program. They also offer utilities for those who are behind on their mortgage. And then we have Sunnyside Ministries and Harry Veterans, who's assisting with the rental assistance program.
I see. Thank you. Now, how long are these two programs going to be operating?
So the emergency rental assistance program, we plan to end in September. The RUMA program, we don't have an end date. However, funds are going. So we're asking that everyone apply and submit all of the documentation that's been requested and required to be able to be assisted for the program.
I see. So to summarize, in the homeowners program, there's really no when this is going to end, correct? There's no hard
date right now. However, the funds, once the funds are depleted, we will not be doing the program.
Got it. In the other program, which is for renters, and when it comes to your rent, until September, sometime in September. Is it late September or the
We're
the
planning to wrap the program up in late September.
Late September, you will be able to apply, but I guess the same principle will apply, right? I mean, if the runs completely are exhausted, there's going to be right. I mean, there's no way to keep this operating. Well, thank you very much, Ms. Floyd. Is there anything else that you would like to add that we didn't touch on?
No, the biggest thing is just that we encourage everyone to get all the documents in. Once you apply, make sure that you have proof of income and proof of identification, proof of COVID-19 impact. Get those documents in so that we can assist you as quickly as possible.
Thank you. Now that we're talking about documentation, how is that going to work? I mean, imagine, do I upload them in the system, or do I
Yes,
mail them, or how does it work?
you're able to take a picture with your smartphone and upload the documents into this application, or you're able to drop the documents off at the DSS office for the ERAP program
Mhm.
or the RUMA program. Once you're assigned to a case manager, you're able to drop the documents off at your assigned location.
Okay. Now, if there is a document that's missing, or a document that's not clear enough, or that needs to that you need to either submit another document, or work on those documents, how is that going to work? Are they going to call you and tell you, or they're going to email you? How does that work?
So that can differ for each agency, but the neighborly system where the documents are kept, there is an automatic email that will be sent to you once your case manager tries to reach out to you. The case manager may also try to call in order to get documents as well.
Okay. Now, I just remember something. Let's assume the possibility that someone gets denied.
Mhm.
You submit an application and you're denied. Let's talk about for the rental program first. Do you have an option to to complain and try to reverse the decision?
So for the Emergency Rental Assistance Program, ERAP, you're able to submit an appeal. That information is provided in the denial email.
Okay. How about with the other one, with the homeowners?
So for the RUMA program, you could reach out to the individuals that is over that program, and they will have an appeals process in their agency. So those are being ran by our nonprofit organizations in the community. So they have their own appeals processes within their agencies.
So there will be an appeal process, right?
Yes, those are within the agencies that are doing the programs.
So the agencies themselves will
Yes.
be also, you'll have to. Okay. So the city will not get involved in this type of disputes, let's call them.
So the contract for the RUMA program is contracted out to agencies. So the agencies have their own appeals process that they would go through. For the ERAP program, the city is involved. The city, as well as the contractor Tetra Tech, as well as DSS, since we are assisting on the approvals process, we are involved. So it's different for each program because each program is ran two different ways.
I see. Well, thank you. Thank you, Ms. Floyd. So for those who are listening, if anybody is rejected, their application is rejected, there will be an appeal process, but the agencies themselves where they applied are going to be managing also that appeal process, correct?
For RUMA, yes.
For RUMA. And for the other one?
Once again, ERAP is, there will be an appeals process provided in the email that's part of the denial. So you'll be required to reach out to the person that is part of the denial email, and you'll be able to go through the appeals process that way. That will consist, the appeals process for that will consist of one county member, one city staff member, and one member from the Tetra Tech team that's assisting with the application process.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, again, is there something that you would like to add, Ms. Floyd, that we probably didn't touch on?
No, I think that's it.
Okay, wonderful. Well, you heard it, folks. Thank you again for watching this edition of Tu Comunidad. Remember, there are two programs that are available right now, as we're speaking. One for renters that are behind on in arrears in their rent, that will run up hopefully until the end of September. And the other program is if you are a homeowner and you are also in arrears, you could potentially get money to get current back on your mortgage. And this doesn't have an end date, this program, but once it runs out of funds, it will stop.
Yes.
So if you're interested, please submit your application as soon as you can. You will find a link to both these programs in the Community Development Department website of the City of Winston-Salem, and probably also in the county. Is that correct?
Yes, the ERAP program is through the county's website.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Well, thank you again, Ms. Floyd,
Thank you.
for your time and your information. And to all of you who are at home, thank you very much for watching this edition of Tu Comunidad. My name is Adolfo Brusino, and I see you sometime, probably next quarter. Thank you again for your attention.